I am an army.
Monday, The Flash at 10:40 on Pearl.
This is the new iPhone 6.
And this is the new iPhone 6 Plus.
They're the biggest iPhones ever made.
They're huge.
They've been totally redesigned inside and out.
Which is huge.
They could change the way you see the world.
Ooh, that's huge.
They can help you improve your health.
Huge.
They are the best iPhones ever made.
Huge-tastic.
Please stop this.
Huge-normous.
It's the same.
Huge-gantuan.
You know these aren't words.
Huge.
Same word.
Get the best for your smartphone with 3 Hong Kong's high-speed 4G LTE network. Better surfing, better streaming, better performance as tested by 2 computer magazines. With 16,000 hotspots, it's the largest in town. It's better at 3.
夠型，咩場面都駕馭到，就好似咁。
陣間開記招，執靚啲喎。
冇問題 ，Philips 9000系列電鬚刨8向輪廓感應科技，征服無數面型。V 型正確切替系統，徹底剃淨。
仲有面油喎。
控油潔面都掂 ，Philips 9000系列電鬚刨，任何場合認出必行。
Innovation and you, Philips.
The time now is 7:46. The time check was brought to you by Seiko.
Welcome back. The wife of former Chief Secretary for Administration, Raphael Hui, says he will appeal his guilty verdict. Hui was convicted on 5 of 8 corruption-related charges yesterday. Liz Yoon has more.
Raphael Hui was sent to Lai Chi Kok Reception Center after he was found guilty of 5 of his charges. His wife, Teresa Low, visited him at the center this morning. Low said her husband will be appealing his guilty verdict. In doing so, he may need to apply for legal aid. Calling Hui's lavish spending one of his biggest flaws, Low said she's prepared that he could be serving time. She said fortunately she has been keeping their finances separate. Low also offered a piece of advice to all couples that women should be smart about their own money. After spending 2 hours at the center, Low told the media that Hui didn't sleep well last night and felt cold. Another defendant, Thomas Kwok, is being detained at the same center after he was convicted of 1 charge. His legal representative, Claire Montgomery, visited him.
I have no comment.
Kwok has resigned as chairman of Sun Hung Kai Properties, and his brother Raymond, who was acquitted, will take sole charge of the developer. In what's dubbed Hong Kong's largest corruption trial, 4 of the 5 defendants, Hui, Thomas Kwok, Thomas Chan, and Francis Kwan, were convicted of various offences. The court will hear mitigation pleas on Monday before sentencing. Liz Yun, TVB News.
Secretary for Labour and Welfare Matthew Jung has not ruled out prosecuting ATV for not paying its staff their November salaries. Jung said the government is highly concerned about the case and is seeking advice from the Secretary for Justice. He warned ATV management it could face 3 years in jail on top of fines. Jung said 5 employers have been jailed this year over owed salaries. Labour Department staff will brief ATV employees on Monday on their labour rights and what they can do in this situation. It is the second time in 3 months ATV has failed to pay its workers on time, and its news department has warned it will go on strike if staff don't get paid by the end of the month.
Turning overseas again, a Turkish court has issued an arrest warrant for US-based Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen, a former ally of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Turkish government has accused Gulen's movement of orchestrating a plot to overthrow it. It says Gulen's followers in the police force and judiciary are behind corruption allegations that targeted Erdogan's family and forced 4 ministers to resign. Demonstrators gathered outside a courthouse in Istanbul to protest against the warrant, as well as the arrests of 4 others detained in recent raids on media outlets affiliated with Gulen. Protesters accuse the government of suppressing the media. The US and Turkey have an extradition treaty, but it's unclear if the evidence would meet American criteria for Gulen's extradition.
United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon yesterday paid his first visit to Liberia and Sierra Leone since the start of the deadly Ebola outbreak. He was accompanied by Margaret Chan, Director General of the World Health Organization. Traditional West African practices such as washing the bodies of the dead by hand at funerals have helped spread the disease.
It might have been very difficult to change some long-held tradition and culture, but it's absolutely necessary to abide by WHO health guidelines, what we call protocol. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to contain this virus and make it a zero-case goal achieved.
Ban also praised healthcare workers for their work in fighting the Ebola outbreak. More than 18,000 cases have now been reported. Nearly 7,000 people have died. The UN chief is visiting Guinea and Mali today.
9 people were injured and 1 is missing after a volcano in eastern Indonesia erupted. Mount Gamalama on Ternate Island in North Maluku province shot thick grey smoke up to 2,000 meters into the sky just before midnight on Thursday. Slow-moving lava was visible at the peak of the eruption yesterday. Villages were blanketed with thick ash, but no evacuation orders were issued. 9 panicked hikers were injured while scrambling for safety. 4 of them were hospitalized. Rescuers continue to search for a missing hiker. A budget airline in Australia has landed itself on passenger naughty lists. An IT systems failure at Jetstar has delayed thousands of passengers. Large queues of travellers have formed at Sydney Airport after the system outage disrupted operations across its Australia and New Zealand network. Parts of the system are now back online, but many travellers are still battling long delays. All right, Chris, over to you for sports.
And a little basketball. NBA and former All-Star Rajon Rondo should make his debut with the Dallas Mavericks tonight at home against the San Antonio Spurs. Rondo comes over from Boston and joins a championship contender. Jameson Wong has more.
Big 3? How about Big 5? Not those 5, however, but the Dallas Mavericks became instant title contenders after acquiring point guard Rajon Rondo from the Boston Celtics. Rondo joins future Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki, former Defensive Player of the Year Tyson Chandler, instant offense Monte Ellis, and three-point specialist Chandler Parsons in the Lone Star State. Rondo has won an NBA title and currently leads the league in assists with almost 11 per.
Well, anywhere I go, I think I'm able to help guys make it easier for themselves offensively. Certain reads, whether it's getting the ball out of my hands quicker, letting guys make plays.
South Florida, and a full house expected at the AAA.
In South Beach, the Washington Wizards beat the Miami Heat 105-103. John Wall with 20 points and 10 assists. Dwayne Wade had 28 and 8 in the loss. Jameson Wong, TVB News.
Swimming star Michael Phelps has pleaded guilty to drunk driving charges. He was arrested earlier this year after leaving a casino in his hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. The 29-year-old was sentenced to 12 months in prison, but the jail term was suspended. The 18-time Olympic gold medalist is attempting a comeback and wants to swim at the 2016 Rio Games. Currently, he is barred from competition by USA Swimming. To the open water, and Brazil's Gabriel Medina won the world surfing title with his runner-up finish at the Pipe Masters in Hawaii. The 20-year-old beat out last year's champion Mick Fanning and surfing legend Kelly Slater. And Medina won 3 events, including the ones in Fiji and Tahiti. Australia's Julian Wilson took the final event of the season with the score of 9.70 on his last ride. Medina's championship was the first in surfing for Brazil.
Looks nice and warm out there. That's the news for tonight.
Good night.
capture full HD video resolution at 60 frames per second. With a tilting flexible monitor and integrated Wi-Fi to create and share instantly. Unleash your inspiration with the 24.3 megapixel FX format DSLR. I am a D750. I am full freedom. I am a Nikon.
Why this watch? This watch has seen an art form soar higher. Cultures come together. And the world's most gifted grow. It's heard precocious performances, the passion of a master. And sopranos redefine the stage. It doesn't just tell time, it tells history.
Sun Life Financial presents The Weather Report is brought to you by Sun Life Financial.
Good evening. It was cold with some rain in the morning, fine and dry during the day. And as tonight's situation chart shows, the northeast monsoon is affecting the coast of Guangdong. Up until 5 p.m., today's temperatures ranged from 10.8 to 17.7 degrees, and the relative humidity was between 49 and 87%. The current temperature is 16 degrees Celsius, with the relative humidity standing at 67%. 0.2 millimeters of rain has been recorded since midnight, and the yellow fire danger warning is now in force. So, Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? It will be mainly fine and dry, and temperatures will range between 13 and 19 degrees. Expect a cold start to next week. Tomorrow morning's air quality health index will be moderate, and the maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 5. And now to the latest global weather update. Cloudy in Shanghai and Xiamen, showers in Taipei. Sunny in Guangzhou and Macau, cloudy in Chengdu. Sunny in Beijing, Seoul, and Tokyo. Rain in Ho Chi Minh, showers in Manila. Showers in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, rain in Jakarta. Sunny in Karachi and Brighton, Mumbai. Bright in Cairo and showers in Nairobi. Showers in Brisbane, sunny in Sydney and Melbourne. Cloudy in Toronto and New York. Rain in Vancouver and showers in San Francisco. Cloudy in London, Paris, and Frankfurt, showers in Amsterdam. And that's the weather. Have a lovely evening.
It was brought to you by Sun Life Financial. Life's brighter under the sun.
Get ready.
The world, as we know, will soon come to an end.
For the biggest event in Earth's history
California is going down!
is your only chance for survival.
They're building spaceships. Our mission is to assure the continuity of our species.
Sunday, TSO, T-Touch Expert Solar presents 2012 on Pearl's Weekend Blockbuster.
Harry, be safe. Be strong.
The complete Harry Potter saga for 8 straight weeks.
If Voldemort's building up an army that I want to fight.
He's too strong.
I never wanted any of you to die for me.
We can end this.